Hi, my name is Sam Gwilt. I am an industrial designer working in London, and I also run the Instagram and YouTube page, Sam Does Design. When I first saw this Objest watch, the only word that I could think of to describe it was crisp. For Objest to take such an intricate pattern and put it on such a minimal and simple watch is non-trivial. This watch is a really confident timepiece, and not in a really overt way that screams attention towards itself, but it's actually really understated and quietly confident in itself. In design, we talk a lot about hierarchy for information, and this watch is really good at that. When we talk about reading, in Western countries, we read from left to right and top to bottom. That means that the most important things are going to go in the top left of the page, and they may be bolder and really draw the eye, and you can really design what piece of information you want the reader to see first as a designer. This watch does exactly the same thing. So I have the black model with me here, and the first thing that sticks out to me is the most important thing, the hands of the watch. So if I'm just glancing at my wrist to see the time, the hands are going to stick out and I'll be able to read the time really easily. The next thing that I can notice is the quarters of the watch face at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 point. They have this reflective, almost gem-like indicators, and that's really going to help with reading the time as well. And as we move further down, more and more information becomes apparent. So the next thing I noticed are the minute indicators, and on those minute indicators we can see further information with small dots for the 5, 10, 20, 25 mark and so on. And then finally, only in certain lights we can see this really nice geometric pattern on the back of the face. It's really important that the order of information is the way that it is so that you can really easily tell the time, but then also have this really nice, intricate, detailed pattern without taking away from the simplicity of the watch. Now that I've been wearing this piece for a few days now, it's really integrated into my life, and it's faded away when I don't need to see it, but when the light hits it just right, it catches my eyes and really makes me appreciate just how intricate this timepiece is. It just goes to show that every single detail about this watch has been carefully considered. And I think considered is a great word when talking about designs like this. Everything about this watch, right down to the logo on the crown, has been meticulously designed. And those design details are carried through to the back of the watch as well. Even though nobody's going to see it, the back of the watch is just as beautiful as the front. So we can also talk about things like comfort, and this watch has a really nice vegan leather band, so the whole watch itself is also vegan. And one of the big benefits I'm finding is it's not too bulky on my wrist as well. It's a relatively small watch size face, so it's not crazy big on the arm. And again, it's meant to be a really confident but understated timepiece. I really like how every element of this watch all works together, from the rounded casing that follows over the glass dome as well. It's a really nice shape that gets some really nice reflections, and then all the way through to the really smooth transition from the top of where the glass is right down into the dish of the face. All of these curves really work together in the watch face. So I think the only thing left to say is thank you to the Objest team for sending this watch along and letting me have a closer look at it. Thank you.